but the sweetest heart in person. He's played with the best in the business. We've got Zoro, the drummer, here, and look at him with his sweet mama there. His memoir is out. He's telling his family's story. It is Maria's Scarf. The book comes out this April, and I love talking to authors. I'm calling you an author now, Zoro, because you most certainly are. I love talking to them before the book comes out because it's a real chance for people to pre-order. Yeah. And it's like a gift that just shows up on your doorstep. Talk about this gift in this book, Maria's Scarf. Yeah,
I was inspired to write it. I actually started a diary when I was 10 years old that I kept writing into my 20s. I never had any idea that I'd be using some of those entries in the book, but it was kind of like God was writing my story through my whole life. And so I wanted to honor the memory of my mother, who raised she was an immigrant from Mexico. She raised 7 children alone, no fathers. We were abandoned, grew up in Compton, moved to Oregon, lived in a car. It's the full-on, you know, Rocky, Rudy, Blindside kind of story, and she championed all of our dreams. So I made a promise to her one day, I'm going to make you famous. You know, she wanted to be an actress. She never got to do that, but I said, I'm going to make you famous for something more important, being a mother.
You talk about in the book that no one expected you to succeed.
No.
Like, when did you realize that in your life, that there was no expectation for you to do well?
With the exception that my mother, when I was 7 years old, and that's why I call it Maria's Scarf, when I was 7 years old, she tied her orange silk scarf around my neck because I begged her to let me wear it because I wanted to be different in my school pictures, and she tried to talk me out of it, but I said, no, I want to look like a rock star. And so she bent down and said, one day you'll do something phantasmical, was the word she used. You'll do something phantasmical with your life. So she always spoke that over me, and I always felt like even though the circumstances looked impossible, I was a dreamer, and she made me a dreamer, and then she had faith, and I saw her faith, and I just believed it was possible.
Because she believed in you.
Yes, yes.
But the world outside of your family world really didn't.
Did not, no.
And you worked against that. And there's been a lot of gifts that she's given you on the inside that made you kind of be available and open to opportunities.
Well, and she always told me just work hard wherever you're at, do the best you can. And so I literally, my career started, I was shunned from the drums from the school program from 4th grade. Every year I asked to be in the school band program playing drums, and every year they said there's too many drummers. So when I'm 16 now, I need an after-school job, and I take a job at my own high school as the janitor. And so I'm cleaning the band, I'm cleaning all the toilets. It's a humiliating job. But the end of the job, I got to clean the band room. And the last 10 minutes, I would sneak on the drums and play. Well, one day, the band director, unbeknownst to me, was in his office, and he heard me. And that's when he came out and startled me. And that's when he said, kid, you got a real gift from God. I need you in the stage band, the jazz band. So I got in all the school bands because I was the janitor. But my mother said, always do the best wherever you can, and God will elevate you later.
And for you to be humble enough at that age to swallow that kind of pride, cleaning up the school when the lights were out and people were gone. What a journey.
Well, and unfortunately, they weren't gone. They were all there like the after activities people.
No, when they would see you.
Yeah, they would see me.
And they would see you.
They would see me because it's like right when the bell rings and you're vacuuming. But, you know, I have this, thing that if you just do the best wherever you're at, you can never stay there. If you just do 100%, and I was the kind of, I practiced 12 hours one night before a stage band competition because my band director believed in me and I wanted to help him win, and so I won the contest. But I stayed up 12 hours straight to practice for the state competition.
It's a beautiful book. It comes out officially in April, on April 30th. You can pre-order now. Go to ZoroTheDrummer.com. Follow him on the gram as well. I love that this story, while your career is just out of this world, this story is really rooted in family and lessons and parenting and love and enlightenment.
Because that's universal, so it's really a story about this mother's incomparable love. And I wrote it for mothers, and I wrote it for dreamers and for people. People ask me, what do you hope that people take away from the book? It's hilarious, heartbreaking, heartwarming, but it leaves you hopeful. And I wanted to give people hope. The story was a way of having a legacy that lives way past me. There'll be an audio book and the regular book, and it's something for everyone. It's not for drummers, it's for dreamers.
Love that. Thank you for being here. And guess what? He's going to perform after the break. We're so excited because we've got a drum set here. So, Zoro, we're so thrilled that you're going to play a little on the drums. When Maria's Scarf is coming out on April the 30th. We just chatted to him about his life's journey, his family's message, and boy, the skills he's developed over the years. He's about to play it for us now on our Gibson Give stage. Here's Zoro. such joy. His memoir, Maria's Scarf, available April 30th. Pre-order. ZoroTheDrummer.com is where you can go get your pre-order. Maria's Scarf, a real story of family, coming out late April.